I'm muted.
Oh, wow.
I was muted. My bad. So let me know if you can hear me now, because we just lost like two people. They're like they can't hear us. So what's good? We got folk on Instagram. We got folk on well, maybe we don't have folk on Facebook, but that's
okay.
Cool. Crystal was there. Crystal said hey. So hey, Crystal, if you happen to jump back in. Listen, this is the second pop-up for Denali. We're gonna try to do these Denali pop-ups. Hit the sound, make sure you can hear talking on there.
Oh.
Crystal. Okay, cool. We're good. So this is the second pop-up that we're doing. Crystal says she's still there. Good stuff. So second pop-up, and this time we gave you the title. So last time, if you missed the last pop-up was about communication, and we gave 3 areas or 3 things, components that should be part of a conversation, especially if it's a difficult conversation. So you got to go to YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Denali LLC. Make sure you check out the last pop-up about communication. This pop-up,
oh, sorry, babe.
We gave the title this time. So this time the pop-up is about perimenopause. So listen, if you know us, anything about us, pretty much everything that we talk about comes out of our own playbook.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about perimenopause from our, well, maybe I should say from your
from my perspective. No, from our perspective.
From our perspective.
As far as how we're both dealing with it.
Right. How we're, yeah. Because I guess we are both
dealing with it.
Okay, so yeah. All right. So perimenopause.
It's a team effort.
It is a team effort. Why are you all the way over here though?
So that I can see my Instagram people. You don't want me to come over to you?
Okay. No, that's all right. But it looks, you pushing me off the screen. Oh, don't worry.
I wasn't telling you to move.
It's all good. It's all good.
We're trying to get in the frame over here.
So you can see this. Yeah. So we can see our Instagram folks. All right. So listen, here's the deal. Although we look phenomenal, listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm not conceited. I'm not arrogant by any means, but although we are, a great looking couple, we are not 25.
We are not 25.
So because we're not 25,
ask our knees.
Yeah, I know, right? Because we're not 25, there are some things that happen as you get older.
Yeah.
The
red.
Hold on.
The red.
Oh, we're getting a call. Sorry, Instagram. My bad.
That's fine.
Instagram, we got a call. So there are some things that happen, and it's just natural, right? For those ladies that are watching, as you get older, if you're not past 45 yet.
Well, I wouldn't put an age limit on it because some people experience it sooner.
Really?
Yeah. Some people experience it sooner naturally, and then some people experience it sooner due to medical conditions.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
It just so happens that for me, it's happening when it typically happens for women.
Crystal said, white knuckle it. Hang on, because it's a bumpy ride. Okay.
Listen, yes, it is.
So, Crystal, that means you somehow been at our house at some point. I don't remember seeing you here, but obviously you have been because you understand. So here's the thing.
So I just wanted to talk to you.
Right.
And I wanted you to be honest about how it's affecting you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell everyone, I have the typical symptoms, the night sweats, the hot flashes, I like to call them power surges, that happen at any given moment. So if you see me start fanning myself, then I
should have brought the fan down. I forgot.
That's what it is. That's okay. The night sweats, all of that, the emotional roller coaster, not all of it. And my symptoms aren't terrible. I know that there are a lot of people that experience it really, really badly. It's a drop in the hormone level. So anything and everything can happen. And so because of that, I just wanted to know how you feel dealing with what's going on,
Yeah.
and how it's affecting, how my symptoms and the effects of those symptoms are affecting you.
Okay.
Because a lot of times we always hear about the women or the wives
Mhm.
and what's going on with them,
Right.
but a lot of people don't take the time to talk to the husbands and just get their feedback on how they're feeling, how are you handling it. And I have to say, and I told you this before, that I really appreciate how you are handling it.
Mm.
You're very patient and accommodating.
Mhm.
And I know that that is not the case for a lot of relationships. And so I appreciate how you are handling it. But how are you handling it?
Um,
And I wanted you to be really honest.
I think I have my moments where I'm a little, because, and here's the thing, right? Let me set it up for a second.
Oh boy.
As you go through your married journey, right? And it's a good convo to have, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to say. It's a good conversation to have because as you go through your married journey, you're going to go through different phases of that journey and different stages of that journey.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be prepared to do several things. You have to be prepared to have a different kind of conversation
Yeah.
for every different stage. You have to be prepared to make adjustments. As human beings, sometimes we're very selfish. We don't want to make adjustments. And
Right.
this for us is very different. There's something that I'm used to that it's not really the same.
Come this way a little bit. You're not
It's
in.
not
there you go.
really the same anymore. Right. And so we have to have those conversations. And it's important to have those conversations in order for you to be able to move through those stages effectively and not feel yourself growing apart. So, having said that, I do have my moments,
You do.
right? Because there are several side effects. Is that the right word? Several, I don't know, tell me the right word.
Side effects, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, there's several things that go along with that, right? So she talked about the night sweats, talked about the moods, talked about those types of things, but there's some sexual things that happen.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of drive and, some different things that happen with her body. And so that can either make intimate time not as enjoyable or just not there in the mood or whatever the case is. Right.
Mhm.
And so for me, maybe sometimes I feel like, man, well, I'm just stuck,
Yeah.
and so I have my moments where that happens.
Yeah.
What's up, Laura? What's happening? We got our folk on Instagram as well. And so for me, I have to admit, I'm not perfect as it goes, to dealing with all of this, right? I'm not perfect. So I do have my moments
Mm-hmm.
where I'm a little, I don't know if frustrated is the word.
I would say it's frustration.
Maybe it is frustration. It's not irritation. Like I'm not fed up with you or irritated with you at all. It's just, okay, you know what? Everybody knows us for being open and honest and real. So let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. It here, and I don't know if there's any guys watching or if ladies you can, you know, talk about your man if you want to. But for me, not often, sometimes it feels like right when I need it the most, it's not available to me. And I'm just like, I can't take it.
Now, see,
And so for me, sometimes it's that, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think that though, when I do sense your frustration, it kind of hurts my feelings that you get that frustrated, because it feels like you're upset or frustrated or irritated at me.
Right.
And we talked about this
we talked
before.
about this. Yep.
But since you've clarified that is not the case, I guess I don't feel that upset or hurt anymore. But initially, I would feel like, well, what do you want me to do about this? I can't.
Right.
I'm not
you can't do
God.
anything.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. We never hear the man's perspective. You're right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, thank you for that. And here's what I do, right? In those moments of frustration, what I've been doing is I've been trying not to react.
Yeah, you have.
Right.
And I've noticed
So,
it, and I appreciate it.
Right. So normally, right, you would see the frustration, in my body language, and she just knows, right?
You just know your spouse,
right? There's just certain things you're not firing on all cylinders, and yeah, I would be feeling some kind of way. Lately, here's what's funny, and tell me if you notice this. Lately, I haven't been saying anything.
I did notice that,
and I've been going about my days, or doing whatever it is, but you may ask me what's wrong, and I say nothing's wrong. And although I may feel something, I genuinely mean nothing's wrong because I don't want you to feel like that. So I'm like, nope, dude, I'm self-talking, right? I'm like, dude, get yourself together. It's all good. Just don't be selfish. Get your act together. And so with me doing that self-talk, I'm not saying anything to her, or I'm trying not to show my frustration, but then sometimes in my body language, it may still come across like where she knows, like, okay, what's wrong, even though I'm saying, nothing's wrong. So
the wife coach asked a wonderful question, and she's asking, how long can menopause last typically? And there's such a range. I've heard it can last, I've heard, from 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, so, and I don't want to necessarily give you a specific because I'm not a medical professional, but I will be speaking with a medical professional on Sunday.
That's a good tip. I was going to talk about it later.
Yeah, we're going to be, I'm going to be talking to one of my girlfriends on my Hey Girlfriend podcast on Sunday. And I'll put all the information out there once I lock down the time, and she'll be able to talk more to that. But from what I've heard and what I've understood, it can last from 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and it just varies. I don't think that there is a typical time.
What's up, Kwani? Kwani's on Facebook.
Hi, Kwani.
Yeah, and she said about all you hear is about hot flashes.
Yeah.
Right. But there's so much more to it, right? There's some stuff that happens mentally, stuff that happens psychologically. There's some mood swings. Sometimes she's, don't want to really deal with nobody. Yeah. Sometimes, you should just be irritable. And I'd be like, and I know, right? So I'd be like, why are you irritable? It's like, I don't know. And it's like, I don't know. Like, here's a great example. Just about an hour and a half ago, right? I go up, I'm sitting down here. I go upstairs. I had a coaching session. After the coaching session, I went upstairs and I'm coming into the kitchen. She's sitting in the dining room and I just hear,
yeah.
So I look around into the dining room, like, what's happening? She was like, I'm just hot. So I said, do you want me to get the fan? She was like, I don't know. Like, you don't know? Like, you don't know if you want me to get the fan? Like what's happening right now? And so what we've kind of done, right? We've kind of been able to joke about it, which I don't know if that eases you or not, but it eases me kind of, because I feel like it gets you in a better place.
Depends on my mood.
Right. It depends. Right. So,
but to answer your other question, what can women do about it? There are, and again, the person that I'm going to speak to on Sunday can speak more to it. But I found personally for me that exercising, believe it or not, really helps with, and I don't know if it's all in my mind. I kind of don't think that it is though, but I find that exercising really helps with my mood, which it does anyway for anyone. And I feel like it really helps with my hot flashes. I haven't exercised this past week because we've been out of town taking care of a family member who had surgery and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't really get to put in the amount of time that I wanted to taking care of that I should have, I should say, to taking care of myself and exercising and stuff like that. And I noticed that my hot flashes ramped up again. And so I don't know. I kind of feel like that helps. I think a good clean diet helps me anyway. Definitely talking to someone about it. I'm glad that I can, talk to Oliver about it. And some people even take hormone replacement therapy or something like that. But I don't think I'm gonna go that route.
Crystal,
those are some of the things.
That's funny.
What did she say?
On Facebook, Crystal said, my family doesn't love me enough for a 10-year menopause. Listen, the reason why that's funny to me is because I didn't know much, right? So let me tell you again, we're gonna keep it a buck, right? We'll keep it a buck. Listen, I was looking forward to this time.
Yes, I remember you used to say all the time.
For a few years, I'm like, man, I can't wait till this hits, because let me tell you why. And I'm not being selfish.
In his mind.
In my mind,
thinking.
I'm like, you know what? After menopause, you don't have a period. That means it's on and popping at any time. It's never going to be, oh, let's go. And you're like, oh, I'm not available. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, man, this is going to be great.
I cannot.
Life is going to be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Because access will be 24/7. And then she was like, well, so I'm thinking this is just something you're going to go through for a small amount of time, right?
Right.
I'm thinking this is something you're going to go through for a small amount of time.
I don't want to miss the questions. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And then it's going to be on and popping. I'm going to be good to go, right? Then she's like, well, this could last, up to, over 7 years. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I got to do 7, it's like a prison term. I'm like, just cover me. I'm about to do a 7-year bid. Are you kidding me right now? So I wasn't prepared because I didn't know that it could be that, right?
Yeah.
And
but you do hear typically mostly about hot flashes, but there is so much more. You have, like I said, the night sweats, you have the moods, you have the emotional roller coaster, you have the low libido, you have I don't want to get too graphic, and you have the vaginal dryness. There's so much more that's going on. And then there was another question.
Yeah, Laura, let me go back. Laura asked, do you initiate?
I initiate when I'm in the mood or your body isn't going through the process? It's very difficult for me to initiate when my body doesn't want to cooperate. I have to, or when my mood is lower, my libido is lower. It's difficult for me to initiate, but I try to put in the effort to do so.
Well, she said when your body isn't going through the process. So when your body feels, when you don't feel,
when I have no symptoms, do I initiate? Yes, I do. Is that what you meant? I hope I'm not confusing.
Yeah, I think that's what she meant.
Okay.
Exercise, clean diet, laughter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. Yes, Laura, I skipped to the end of the process.
She sure did.
I definitely did.
He sure did.
I was like, man, this is going to be the greatest time ever.
I mean, for
in my
years,
life.
He would say that for years and years and years, man. I can't wait till we're this certain age and menopause hits and blah, blah, blah. So, and I have to say too, because I think a lot of times we interchange the terms. Perimenopause is what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
And menopause, the actual term for menopause, is when you have not had your menstrual period for 12 months, and then you're in the menopause stage.
Right. And so
12 consecutive months.
And so here's something else that's kind of funny, right? I could chuckle about it now, but part of it's not Mary at all. So let's that was a Freudian slip for you right there. It ain't married nothing.
Oh my God.
Well, part of the part of the perimenopause stage is that you can't predict. Like, at least I knew when she was gonna be unavailable.
Yeah, my
right?
cycle.
Now you can't predict.
Yeah.
So where it might have been every, I don't know, 21 days, every 23 days or whatever, it might be every 20 days this go round. And then it might be 50 days next go round.
Yeah.
So you just don't know.
It's
you just
true.
living on edge. You know,
It's
it's
true.
just like you just on edge. Like, okay, you know,
man.
we got a good stretch right now. So so let's take advantage of
Yeah.
it. But yeah, so it's interesting because
Kwani said no, it's like Jacob.
it's not Jacob, right? So, but here's the thing, right? I think really what we want to get across, one, we want to share our experience, right?
Yeah.
Because but and I'm sure folk will know this who are listening, that it's things like this, man, that can destroy relationships.
Yes.
Because we may bottle up the frustration, or we may keep in everything, right? That is going on, and we're not having the conversation, and we're not able to laugh and joke about it and poke fun at each other.
Yeah.
We're not able to do that. And so we get to certain stages, the kids are grown, and now we're like, you know, what are we going to do with each other? Because we don't understand each other anymore. And, you know, I still have some needs, and they're still at this level, and yours are at this level. And and you just start to drift apart. And so we believe, and most of you who have been around us know we say this all the time, have a conversation. You gotta talk through this stuff.
And what I felt was really important for me to do was to make sure that he understood what perimenopause is all about. Because you heard what he said. He was just waiting to get to the end and not experience any symptoms. And I wanted him to be as educated as I am or was or am. So anything that I learn about it, I make sure that I share it with him, because I don't think that a lot of couples do that enough. And so the wife is experiencing all of this stuff. She might even read up about all of this stuff like I do, but she doesn't share it with her husband.
Right.
And so the husband doesn't know what to expect. He doesn't know what's going on. And I just felt like it was really important for us to be in this together, for lack of a better phrase, as much as we could be, even though I'm experiencing it physically and emotionally or whatever. You're experiencing it too. And I just felt like it was only fair for you to know everything that I know about it and learn as I learn.
Laura said y'all should add this to your coaching sessions. You're the first people I've heard talk about.
Oh,
you know what? That's
true.
true. Because here's the thing, you know, like I said, it's something you got to talk about. And then let me talk to the guys for a second, right? Guys, listen, I have to put aside some of my stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it just is what it is, right? And you know, sometimes as human beings, we're like, oh well, you know, now it can't be every day, and now it can't be this, and so now, you know, it ain't worth it, and we want to walk away because our needs are not getting met, or you know, now she's moody, I got to deal with that. I don't know what it's going to be from day to day. Listen, what I signed up for was for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. I signed up for that Ephesians 5 love. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
That's good.
So listen, I got to suck it up, and I got to love her through it.
Yeah.
And I got to be there. We just got to do that, right? We got to find it within ourselves to just be like, whatever you got to do. Like I talked about it earlier. I'm self-talking myself like, listen, dude, get yourself together. Like it ain't about you right now. You know what I mean? Like just relax. like Nori said, you gotta relax. You know, just relax. You know, and so we have to do that, and we have to be willing to do that for our spouses. We just have to, right? You know, it's a part of the process. And it might not be the perimenopause stage for you. It might be something else. It might be the small kids stage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Or it might be the teenager stage, or it might be whatever it is
Taking
that
care of parents.
right, taking care of elderly parents. Whatever stage it is, you got to be able to work through that. You got to be able to talk about it. You got to be able to laugh about it. You got to be able to share your heart and share your mind about it. And you got to be able to make the adjustments.
Yeah.
The adjustments might not be, it might not be something that you're used to. It might be outside of the box for you. But if you love your mate, and if you really believe what you signed up for,
yep,
then you got to do it.
Yeah.
You just got to do it. And so we just wanted to share that with you guys. Just that's our pop-up for this go round. And like I said, the last pop-up was on communication. Make sure you check that out. Now, for those of you who are on Instagram, you're not going to see this when I'm about to show them on Facebook and YouTube. However, if you go to, I'll give you a preview on Instagram. If you go to our bio, if you click on the link in our bio, we have some brand new t-shirts. Yay. We're so excited about it. We haven't done an official launch. For those who are on the email list, they got to see them first. But we're going to show them, just get quick preview right now. So if you go to the, if you go Instagram, if you go to the link in our bio and click on Shop Denali Merch, you can see some of the new t-shirts. For those of you that are on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to just show it real quick. We're going to show it real quick. And then I'm going to show, because you have something that you mentioned you're talking about, right? So let's share this real quick. Our good friends at Press and Sew, man, it's so dope.
Yeah.
You know, they got us here. Let me see if can I spotlight that? Let's spotlight it. I don't even know if I can spotlight it. Maybe I can. I don't know. Full screen. All right. So yes. So some new t-shirts. Those of you who have seen us in, you know, our t-shirts, we have the 1 + 1 = 1 t-shirt. We have the committed t-shirt that we normally wear in a lot of our videos. Those t-shirts have been redesigned for the book, Overcoming the Man Laws. We have the 2020 Before Hindsight t-shirt. And then we have a new thing for my bride, the Hey Girlfriend t-shirt. Hey, man, they're dope.
I want y'all to get the Hey
t-shirts
Girlfriend
are so nice. The Hey Girlfriend t-shirt. So let's take a look at these. So there's the 1 + 1. That's the 1 + 1 t-shirt, the committed t-shirt, the 2020 Before Hindsight. The Hey Girlfriend comes in a bunch of different colors. And it's kind of cool, man, because if you go to this page, you'll see that the Hey Girlfriend shirt, there's an universal ethnic sister, and a ethnic sister. So you can get the shirt that you most identify with, as far as, you know, the curvature of the lady and that kind of thing.
The hair, the natural
hair. So yeah, we're excited about that. So go ahead and check that out. And then let me just share one last thing, and then I'll do a quick wrap up statement. And after that wrap up statement, then we are out of here. So here's we got some comments. Oh, so true from Elizanne. What's up, Elizanne?
Hi, Elizanne.
And then yay, Kwani. That's our people's. And then awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. So check those out. Those of you on Instagram, make sure after this you go to our bio and click the link in the bio, and you get to see.
I wonder if Donnie is watching
those t-shirts as well. Why is it?
Because I keep taking my glasses on and off to read the comments. I wonder if Donnie's watching.
That's where we are in life. You know what I mean? So the Hey Girlfriend thing, for those of you who are on Instagram, you'll see the graphics for it. Nisi will be she's got a great guest on this episode, this live episode of Hey Girlfriend, coming up this weekend.
Yep, on Sunday.
For those of you not familiar with Hey Girlfriend, you know, this is the graphic from the last one, but make sure that you are there to see that as well. So listen, that's the pop-up. You know, the pop-up is literally just a conversation that we just pop up and talk about. It's unscripted. Today was perimenopause, and the whole goal is you got to have a conversation.
Yeah, have a conversation.
It doesn't matter what stage you're in. It doesn't matter. For us, it's the perimenopause stage. It's the grandparenting stage. For you, it may be, like we said before, maybe the early childhood stage, maybe the new job stage, maybe
Yeah.
the, taking care of elderly parents stage, maybe whatever the stage is. Don't allow the nuances of that stage, the unknown parts of that
The
stage,
unknown.
to cause you to grow apart.
Yeah.
Use that as fuel to learn more about each other, to laugh more, to talk more, to just grow your level of intimacy so that you can move through those stages efficiently and effectively.
And that's not really.
Laura, we love you too, man.
Love
Appreciate
you too,
you.
Laura.
Wife coach, thank you.
Love you.
We had some other folk. Essence Jewel joined. I think I might have missed her. I was supposed to be waving at everybody.
It's not easy to have these types of conversations if you're the type of person like me who, when I'm going through something, I think about it a lot, and I ruminate, if that's the right word, and I process. That's the word. I process a lot in my mind. I think things through. So it takes practice. It's not something simple for a lot of us to have these conversations or initiate these conversations with your spouse. And we're not saying it's easy, just go ahead and talk about it. It takes practice. So I just wanted, people to know that it's not something that we're flippantly saying, just talk about it, because we do know that it is difficult to have conversations if you're the type of person like me who's a processor and thinks things through by themselves first. So
and you got to know that about your spouse and help to facilitate that. Right. So don't allow that to be like, oh, they just like that, so I'm gonna leave them alone and that kind of thing. Help to facilitate that process. Mia, what's up? Mia, if you're still here, call me if you get a chance to call me this evening. If you get a chance to call me. Good to see you. Listen, folks, we out of here. That was the pop-up. Perimenopause. Have a conversation. Move through the stages of your relationship with a little bit of ease. Just have a conversation, laugh, talk, pray for your boy. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a bid right now, but we're going to be good. We're going to be good, family. Just pray for us that we continue to do exactly what we shared with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So pray for us that we practice what we preach. All right. So listen, till next time. Hey, we would love, let me just put it out there for the few of you that are watching. We would love for you to grab a t-shirt. You'll start seeing the posts come up, but we would love for you to grab a t-shirt, newly designed t-shirt. That would greatly help us out. If you did that, stay tuned for a post for the Hey Girlfriend episode coming up this weekend. It'll be on Facebook and on YouTube. So make sure that you're there for that. And listen, we out of here. Mia said she needs one. I need one. Kwani, thank you. Good stuff.
Thanks, Kwani.
Mia said I need one. Yes, definitely grab one of those. So we out of here until next time. Whenever the next time the pop-up is, that's the whole point of it. We don't know. We just gonna pop up.
Okay. It's getting hot. All right, y'all.
Did you hear that? It's
getting hot down
all
here.
Right. Let me get her in front of a fan. All right, folks.
Okay, guys.
We see y'all, family. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. We out of here. Peace.
Bye. Okay.